Imagine waking up tomorrow and discovering something impossible. Earth has suddenly stopped spinning.
At first, you might not notice anything unusual. The sky would still look normal, and the ground beneath you would still feel solid.
But the moment Earth stopped, everything on its surface would still be moving at tremendous speed.
Because we're already moving with Earth, a sudden stop would turn the planet into something terrifyingly violent.
Anything not firmly anchored to the ground would keep moving, including vehicles, buildings, people, and even enormous amounts of air.
And the atmosphere wouldn't magically stop with Earth. Powerful winds would race across the surface, creating conditions unlike anything humans have experienced.
Then there would be the oceans. Their momentum could push enormous amounts of water across coastlines.
Coastal cities could face catastrophic flooding as water continued moving, even though the planet beneath it had stopped.
And the oceans wouldn't simply settle down afterward. Their movement would continue reshaping the planet's climate and coastlines. Without normal rotation, the atmosphere would behave very differently. Weather patterns we depend on could completely change. Earth's rotation helps shape global winds and weather. Remove it, and the entire system begins to change. But perhaps the strangest change would come later. A day would no longer last 24 hours. If Earth stopped rotating completely, one side would remain facing the sun for an incredibly long time. Imagine sunlight continuing for months. Temperatures would rise, ecosystems would struggle, and huge regions could become brutally hot. Meanwhile, the opposite side would face prolonged darkness, and temperatures could plunge into extreme cold. Between these extremes, a narrow region could become the most habitable part of the planet. A strange twilight zone could exist between the hot and frozen sides, potentially becoming humanity's new home.
But surviving such a world would require massive adaptation. Humanity would have to rethink where and how we live. Underground cities could become essential, protecting people from extreme temperatures, violent weather, and dangerous surface conditions.
Food production would also change. Artificial lighting, underground farms, and controlled environments could become critical for survival.
Fresh water would become just as important. Recycling and carefully managing every drop could become a matter of survival.
The journey was arduous, through a land frozen by an unending winter, where survival was a daily struggle.
Any major changes to our protective environment could make life on the surface even more difficult.
Still, humanity has survived ice ages, disasters, and extreme environments before. We're remarkably good at adapting.
Over generations, we might build an entirely new civilization, one designed around a world that no longer behaves like ours. Children born into that world might never understand what a normal sunrise or sunset felt like.
Earth would still be here, but the familiar blue planet we know would have become almost unrecognizable.
And yet, humanity might survive, not because Earth remained safe, but because humans learned how to survive somewhere completely different. So a stopped Earth wouldn't necessarily mean the end of humanity. It could mean the beginning of a completely different human civilization.
But here's the real question. If Earth stopped spinning tomorrow, would you want to stay on the surface or move underground?